Hewlett Packard Enterprise has issued an urgent security warning about a critical remote code execution flaw in its OneView systems management software that could allow a remote attacker to take full control of affected installations. This video is sponsored by Stonefly. More on that at the end of the video. The vulnerability carries the highest severity rating, meaning an unauthenticated adversary could potentially run arbitrary code on a vulnerable server without any need for valid credentials. This type of flaw is particularly dangerous because it can be exploited over the network and often leads directly to full takeover of the affected system. OneView is widely used by enterprise customers to monitor, configure, and manage server hardware, storage, and networking components in data centers and private cloud environments. Because it centrally orchestrates significant infrastructure, compromise of an OneView installation could allow attackers to disrupt business operations, manipulate hardware configurations, or deploy further malware deeper into an organization's environment. According to Hewlett Packard Enterprise, the issue stems from improper input handling in one of the web service endpoints exposed by the software. A remote attacker could send a carefully crafted request that triggers a flaw in how OneView processes that input, ultimately leading to execution of malicious code with system privileges. Because the vulnerable code runs with high privileges, the impact of a successful exploitation could be devastating. The vendor has confirmed that the flaw affects specific versions of the OneView product line and has released patches to remediate the issue. Customers are being urged to apply the updates immediately, as weaponized proof-of-concept exploit code is circulating in security research circles, increasing the likelihood that attackers will start targeting the vulnerability in the wild. Hewlett Packard Enterprise has also published guidance on how administrators can mitigate risk until the patches are applied. This includes restricting access to the OneView management interface so that only trusted networks and personnel can connect, and implementing network-level filtering to block unexpected traffic destined for the affected systems. In many cases, enterprise orchestration tools such as OneView sit directly on network segments with broad access to production infrastructure. If an attacker can reach the management interface from a compromised workstation or exposed public endpoint, the risk is much higher. Administrators should immediately audit firewall and access policies to ensure that OneView is not reachable from untrusted networks. In addition to patching, Hewlett Packard Enterprise recommends enabling multi-factor authentication on all administrative accounts and regularly rotating credentials. Monitoring and alerting should be tuned to detect any anomalous activity in the OneView environment, such as unexpected configuration changes or unfamiliar login attempts. Because this flaw allows remote code execution without authentication, it effectively bypasses one of the first lines of defense in an enterprise: identity and access controls. For that reason, security teams must treat this update as a top priority and verify successful deployment of the vendor's patches across all affected systems. Enterprise customers should also review recent system logs for indicators of compromise, since attackers often probe management interfaces first to identify exploitable targets. Any evidence of unexpected connections or scrambled payloads in logging data should be investigated immediately. And now a word from our sponsor. Get a 70 terabytes iSCSI and Fiber Channel SAN storage appliance for $9,995. Contact sales at stonefly.com to schedule a demo. Subscribe for more cybersecurity news. Thank you for watching.